Hello, I'm Bruce Devlin and welcome to Bruce's Shorts. IMF is all about making versions of titles, especially international versions. And one of the obvious features of the international market is that the different territories are often a long way away from each other. So maybe it's a good idea to do your mastering in an environment that's not tied to a single geographical address. Cloud processing offers dramatic change in the flexibility of processes and tools that can be applied to content. Cloud companies have an order of magnitude more staff working on data security than the average content owner, so I think we can probably trust the cloud to be secure for storing the content. And once it's up there, the loosely coupled processing tools can now be applied to the content without having to purchase servers and install software. Essentially, cloud workflows allow you to do the right processing on the right content at the right time. And many tools are available on a pay-as-you-go basis, exploiting the availability of modest operational budgets. So it's no longer necessary to spend tens of thousands of dollars to test out these high-quality algorithms and use up all of your precious capital expense budget all in one go. Cloud Process changes the conversation from "what does my transcoder do with noise and film grain?" to "what texture process preserves the original UHD grain when downsampling to HD?" So it's no longer about trying to be as cheap as possible. It's all about trying to optimize the content to extract the maximum value from it. It's not about doing inverse telecine, it's about ensuring you have the best progressive images, even if the content that you're working with has broken telecine patterns introduced through historical editing. I've heard many people tell me that if you shoot at 120 frames per second, then creating content at 30 frames per second is really cheap because all you have to do is throw frames away. Well, that's true if all you want to do is make the cheapest 30 frame per second master, but it will suffer terrible judder because now you've got an effective shutter angle of less than 45 degrees and the motion scenes will look absolutely terrible. The reality is that using great motion-aware image processing algorithms will result in images that have a natural-looking motion and natural-looking blur. And they'll be easier to watch and will result in better viewing figures than doing everything as cheaply as possible. And the beauty of the cloud is that tools are being developed to loosely couple all of the processes that you need. One vendor can give you beautiful image processing, and another can give you high-quality wrapping, a third can give you independent QC verification, and the whole thing can be tracked with an independent man. It's still early days in terms of turnkey integrations, but you can get all the components you need in the cloud today. So tell your friends and colleagues about Bruce's Shorts to learn more about the underlying cloud technologies later in the year. Until the next one.